you lovely lot. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Emily Harding. You might know me on Instagram as Yeah Yoga, and we're the Yeah Yoga Co. So this morning I've had a request from some of you for a nice 15-20 minute wake up flow. That's exactly what we're going to do. If you're still in your pajamas, stay where you are, keep them on, stay cozy. Or this is a nice little movement break, little mindful break in the day if you need it too. So we're going to roll ourselves straight down into the ground. If you've rolled out of bed, I'm sure you'll be super happy just to get back on the floor. And just go ahead and bring your knees together. Place your feet flat on the ground, maybe hip distance apart. Place the hands on the belly, and let's all just take a big, deep breath in. And sigh it gently out through the mouth. So maybe just take a moment, wiggling the shoulders underneath you if you want. And there was a little playlist for this if you want to pop it on. Otherwise, just stay as you are. And it can be really hard to wake up in the mornings, right? So hopefully this will just bring a little life into your body, set you up with good intentions for the day ahead. And it's pretty light on the hands, this flow as well. So good if you have any issues going on in the wrists or the shoulders. So to start with, just take a few big, deep breaths in through the nose. Really inflate your belly. And out again softly. Deep breaths in. And out again. So we're letting go of this idea that when we get up out of bed in the morning, we have to spring into action. We have to suddenly do, a full hour of yoga or do a workout. That's not at all the case. Take your time. Everyone's different. And to start with, we're just going to slide one of the hands up onto the heart. And here, with your eyes closed, I invite you to think of a way that you'd like to feel in this day today. So what would your dream day look like? How would you feel in it? Bring a little smile to the face, a little secret smile at home. And then we're going to set a guiding intention using that word or that phrase or that feeling. So we say or repeat internally, I intend to invite. Follow it up with that phrase, whatever it is. And you can just repeat it to yourself a couple of times. And at any point in the practice, if the mind wanders or your rest of your day. So the difference between yoga and just stretching or movement or gymnastics is that we're moving with intention, and it's a practice that's greater than just the movement. So wherever you are, let's all take a big deep breath in, hug the knees into the chest. Take a little moment here. Give yourself a little Eskimo kiss with the knees to the nose. You don't have to be super serious when you wake up in the morning. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then softly let your left leg go away from you and hug that right knee in. Friends who find it maybe a bit trickier to hold, I've got you. Use a strap. It's all good. We're making it accessible for everyone, whatever works. And from here, just take a little moment just to wake up the ankles, just giving the feet a little round and round, stretching them out. Maybe you've got a clickety-clackety ankle like I have right now, it seems, and rotate the other way. Just take a little moment to notice here, which way are your feet going? Are they going the same or opposites? Are you able to make them go in the same way or opposite ways? A little bit of yoga for the brain to wake you up. And then try to just breathe like you love yourself this morning. For those of you who have got an ujjayi breath, catching the breath in the back of the throat, you can start that. Otherwise, deep, slow breaths in through the nose. Let's inhale, straighten the left leg out as much as you can. Exhale fully, and as you inhale, slowly lift the left leg to wherever feels good. The leg can be bent, doesn't have to be totally straight. Exhale, softly carve a line down with it again. We're going to do 3. Inhale, slowly lift it up. Exhale, send it away from you. No rush, my loves. Last one here. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, slowly send it away. Beautiful stuff. Let your left leg come onto the ground. Place your left hand on your left hip and just very gently let the right knee fall open. So if it's too much, if it's quite intense so early in the morning, use your right elbow and hold yourself there. You might pop a cushion or a block underneath it and just gently let that hip open without letting the left side come up. So breathing nice and deep here. Big breath into the hips. Big breath out. Your morning movement is the one. Let's bring the right knee into the center and softly twist across your body. So again, you might pop a block or a bolster underneath that right knee. You might let it hover in the sky. You might let it rest onto the floor, or you can maybe extend that right leg out if that feels nice as well. Just go mindfully into your hips. If anything feels a bit clicky or not quite right, just ease off. You don't have to go too far. The gaze can be up to the ceiling, or you can gently look over to the right arm. Just remember, practicing your ahimsa, non-violence to your body, practicing kindness in movement. And when we start with kindness in our body and on our mats, we learn how to take it off the mat and be a little bit kinder to everyone we come into contact with and this world as well. Take a last deep breath here and slowly come back to the center. Keep that right knee in and just gently twist from the outside. So from your hip, you're externally rotating that hip out. Bring the left knee in, right ankle bone onto that left knee. Grab a hold of the back of that left thigh, or again, use your trusty strap around the back of the thigh. We want to make it welcoming and inclusive to everyone. Everybody has a body for yoga, has a yoga body. Doesn't have to look a certain way. Breathing nice and deep here. Maybe wiggling those toes, waking them up again. And I find when I'm just like smiling to myself in my practice, it's infectious. You end up having this whole body smile as well, and you start feeling amazing. So slowly, let's just release. Let's take a full body stretch. Reach your arms up and over. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale. Let the arms come back down. Let's take it to the other side. Hug that left knee in, or again, use your trusty strap. Point the right toes away from you. Inhale. Exhale fully. Big, slow, deep breath. Lift the right leg up into the sky. Point those toes. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, slowly lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. There's no rush here. And again, inhale, slowly lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. And let's wiggle the feet again. Maybe we went back to front in that one, and that's okay. These things happen. It's a yoga practice, not a yoga perfect. Okay, so it's always going to be a little bit different. Hearing those clickety clacks again, and maybe just seeing if you can get the feet to go in the same direction and then opposite directions, waking that brain up a tiny bit more. And then just gently smoothing down through the hip, just placing the right hand onto the hip. Maybe you give yourself a little massage onto the top of the thigh and softly let that left knee open to the side. So you're just gently keeping a little bit of awareness here on the thigh to stop your right hip from lifting all the way up. So only go as far as feels good right now. Deep breath in through the nose to those hips. Deep breath out. Oh, so nice. Could stay here forever. And let's gently twist across the body. Bring the left knee to the other side. Again, maybe you're using a bolster or a pillow or a cushion underneath that left knee. Maybe you're I'm extending my leg up my window. You can extend it wherever works for you. I know that loads of people, if you live in London like me in your small flat, you'll be like shuffling around to get some space. Shuffle mindfully, my loves. Shuffle mindfully. And take a last couple of deep breaths here. Remember, there's just no rush in the morning. Take your time. When we start our day slowly, mindfully, then we're able to live in a slow and mindful way, doing less to live more. Take a last breath here. Softly come back to the center. Hug that left knee in again. External rotation of your hip. Flex those left toes up to the sky. Oh, feels nice on this side. Again, friends who are using a strap, grab a hold of your trusty strap. And it doesn't have to be an expensive yoga strap, right? You can grab a belt. You can grab the cord off your dressing gown. You can grab a scarf or like a really long sock, whatever you've got kicking about, a towel. We've all got these things lying around the house, so use what you need to use instead of having to spend. You don't have to buy anything. You can use all homemade props. So let's take a last little moment here, still breathing really deep into the belly. and then release, open out into a happy baby. So either hands to the back of the thighs, maybe you might enjoy taking the fingertips around the two big toes. And let's just start to bring a bit of movement in. We're going to rock from side to side. So rock as much or as little as you want, but I encourage you to start your day playfully, seeing if you can come to the side. And this is just a mental thing. We always think, you know, when we're in a studio practicing, we're like, oh, can't get eye contact with anyone else. Oh, don't want to show anyone my bum. But when you're at home, and also you shouldn't have to think these things in a studio. When you're at home, be free, be like, whee, going from one side to the other. Just bringing a little bit of joy into your morning. And then coming back to the center. And we're going to grab a hold of the back of our thighs. And if it feels nice for you to take a couple of little rock and rolls up and down the spine, do so mindfully. If it doesn't feel so great, you can just stay kind of a little bit softer, maybe just gently rocking here. Doesn't have to be all the way up, or just hugging your knees to your chest. And then what we're going to do, we're going to think about rolling our way to standing. So you can stand up by holding the wall or pushing behind you with your hands, but just see what happens. If you think feet together-ish, knees apart, take a big deep breath in. Let's see what happens. Come up to standing. If you need to like stick it with a gymnastic style finish, you can, it's okay. And if you needed to just pop the hand on the floor to bring yourself up, it's all good. Let's stand in Tadasana, our mountain pose, and just take a couple of rolls of the shoulders. And then think about activating your hands. Maybe you squeeze the hands into fists and just take a couple of little rolls of the neck. Lingering on each side. Waking the body up. Take your time. Oh, think of this as like a big yogic hug. And in fact, let's give ourselves a big hug to start the day. Inhale, open the arms nice and wide. Exhale, wrap your arms around yourself. Oh, got to be careful of my mic holding. And slowly release. Awesome stuff, everyone. So if hopefully you're at the top of your mat. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Just got a little bit of room dust gone down the wrong way. So you can have your blocks in front of you if you would like a little bit of extra just space to be able to close that space between you and the floor. Wow, that room dust is persisting. So from your Tadasana, let's inhale, stretch the arms up to the sky, look towards the thumbs, and exhale, softly bend down towards the floor, Uttanasana. So you can bend the knees to start with. You can have fingertips in line with the toes, on the shins, or lightly bracing onto the blocks. Inhale, flat back position, lift the chest. So shoulders are rolling back. Again, hands to the shins, blocks in line with the toes. Exhale, fold down, and then bring your palms together and watch them. Watch the thumbs as you inhale, come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. So this is Surya Namaskar, but a kind of half variation. So inhale, lift the chest, flat back position. See if you can lean into the toes. You can have a soft bend in the knees. Exhale, fold forwards, and then bring the palms together. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly come down. You got it, everyone. Good stuff. Fold forwards. Let the head be really heavy. Inhale, flat back position. Lift the chest. And exhale, fold it down to the ground again. Palms together. Inhale, slowly sweep up into the sky, and then keep your hands up above your head. If you have any shoulder issues here, you can keep the hands out in the elbows if that feels better for you. And we're going to take a couple of side bends. So interlace the fingertips into a kind of a pistol grip here. Lift your chin from your chest, tuck your tailbone under, take a big deep breath in. Exhale, hips to the right, lean to the left. So we're not trying to crunch ourselves into this big old shape, just taking what feels good for you right now. Lift chin from chest, take a big deep breath in. Slowly come back up. Another big breath in to prepare. Exhale, leaning to the right hand side. Again, if you're taking elbows out to the side, this still gets this beautiful open. So just work with whatever is going on in your body today. And let's just do 2 more. We inhale to center, just a smaller breath. Exhale to the left, hips to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back again. Let's take our hands behind the back, interlace fingertips. You can puff the chest out, and if it doesn't feel good to have the hands interlaced, hands to the forearms. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale, softly fold down towards the floor. You can maybe pedal the legs one at a time if that feels nice. Letting the head become really heavy, and then just leaning into the toes, letting the arms go up and over. Super soft, super slow. Maybe take a moment here to check in with the toes, grip the toes, give them a wiggle into the floor. So much power in the toes. They hold us so steady. Imagine the power we can tap into in the rest of the body if we recognize the power in something as teeny weeny as our toes. Now stay folded, can just lift, drop your arms down to the ground. And from here, we're gonna just take it through a little bit of work of pressing the hands into the floor. So go softly if you have any injuries there. Let's inhale, lift the chest, flat back position, squeeze knees and thighs. Exhale, softly plant the hands to the floor. Step it back into a plank. If you need to come onto your elbows, come onto your elbows. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, knees down, chin and chest to the floor. So we're not swooping straight down. We're thinking lean forwards, chin and chest in front of your arms, elbows kiss your ribs. And from here, softly drop the belly to the ground. Lift the chest up, take the hands away. Take a big deep breath here. Big deep breath out. And another one, big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. From here, gently bring the left hand out in front of you. Roll onto the left side of the body. And from here, you can just keep your right hand in front of you and just think about taking like a kind of a lazy yawn stretch with your right leg. Think inhale, stretch the leg up, maybe wiggle the toes. Exhale, bring it back down. Let's do two more. Inhale, slowly lift it up. And again, you can bend the knee and kind of hug it into the elbow if you prefer. And slowly bring it down. You're not trying to yank it all the way up. You know, we've just woken up. Take it easy. It's just a mindful little open, waking the body up. Slowly come back down. Awesome job. Let's take it to the other side. Gently drop the belly to the floor. Come back into the center. Maybe it's a little Sphinx pose here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then softly twist your right arm. So the elbow to the right, the hand to the over to the left. Twist onto your right side of your body. You're lifting yourself up a little bit. Use your left hand to support you. Inhale, stretch the leg up. Give it a little wiggle. Exhale, bring it back down. Maybe the leg comes to here and that's plenty for you today. Embrace it. All good. Yoga isn't about making these big, huge shapes. It's not a dance performance. You know, it's a beautiful science and a way of freeing us from the suffering of our mind. So let's softly come back onto the belly. Well done, everyone. Plant the hands down, tuck the tailbone under, lift the hips up, and find your one downward facing dog. For friends who have anything going on in the shoulders and the wrists, drop your knees to the floor, and you can just think nice straight spine here, tucking chin to chest, thinking straight line from hands to hips, twisting your elbows down to the floor. This can be really nice, way less pressure on the hands and the shoulders, but still thinking about stretching out through the spine. Or you can be with the knees bent in a down dog or legs straight, heels towards the floor. I've got lost inside of my t-shirt. It's quite fun. Take 3 deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe you're pedaling the legs, wiggling it out, inhaling and exhaling. Last deep breath here. And slowly release. Take your knees as wide as the mat or together if you prefer. Soften back into a child's pose, so wide legs or legs together. And if it's tricky to get the hips down to the heels, just go ahead and pop a cushion, a bolster, whatever it is. I was like, where's my cushions? Between your knees and your thighs, and this can also be super awesome. Take a few really nice deep breaths here. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip ourselves over into a short Shavasana. So if there's a little bit more that you want to do, if you're feeling inspired, you can always pause this video and wiggle around on your mat until you feel ready to come and join us. And just close your eyes down, lay down on the floor. If you prefer to have your feet resting in the ground and the knees together again, if you need to help your lower back a little bit, that's absolutely fine. And just think about taking a few really deep breaths here, checking back in with that Beautiful guiding intention that you set at the start. So no matter how short your yoga practice, it's such a good idea. Really, really strongly encourage everybody to take a Shavasana at the end, even if it's just for a minute or two. And for our day ahead, let's start embodying. Get into your feelings. Feel how your dream day would feel. Because the day ahead of you has so much possibility. But can you let it unfold for you instead of trying to control it? It's when we let go of that idea of control, stop trying to make the days be the same as the ones we've already had or the ones we can dream of. It's when we relinquish that control that our days can blossom into days beyond our wildest dreams. So if you'd like to stay a bit longer, pause me down now. Stay here a bit longer. Otherwise, my loves, let's take one last big full body stretch. Big, oh my God, hit the hit the block above my head. Big breath in and exhale. Hug the knees to the chest. You can either roll to your right and roll up, or slowly bring yourselves up to seated. Let's take a moment here to just take a last couple of wiggles of the shoulders. Bring the hands into the heart center or over your chest, whatever works for you. And let's take a moment here in gratitude, thanking ourselves, our bodies, and each other for showing up all around the world. We're going to bow our heads down together. Bring the hands to space between the eyes. And the light in me honors the divine light in each and every one of you. Peace, love, and so much yeah to you all. Thank you. My loves, have a gorgeous rest of your day wherever you are. If you enjoyed this video, it would help me out so much if you would give it a like, write a little comment below, let other people know you enjoyed it, and maybe send to a friend. If this helped you start your day right, please, please, please send to a friend and be an amazing hero in their day too. So see you back here really soon. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. Have a lovely day.